89.6 FM.
Welcome to Radio Dolby this evening. Sure hope you've had a great day today and you can relax with us in the evening, where we're going to discuss the topic of, it's not a nice topic to talk about actually, it's money. People always say you shouldn't talk about money, but we're going to talk about money tonight.
Aye, not nice for some maybe.
Brother Dolby, tell me about money. Let rip. Go.
It's crass to talk about money though, eh? Well, it's something I never had growing up, you know, Dylan. To me, having lots of money is just a way of expanding a radio show, just, making it the best it can be, you know? If you're lucky enough to have a family, a wife, kids, you know, you've got a house over your head and food to eat, then I guess you are lucky, you know what I mean? I don't care about money.
Yeah, but don't you sometimes wake up in the morning and just wish you had a little bit more in your pocket, you know, like a little side gig going on and a bit more cash?
Yeah, to be honest, not really, Dylan.
Man, you're sounding really zen tonight, and I like it, you know. What's the secret? What have you been doing? What's been happening?
I just think it's time for maybe a bit of peace, love and unity, Brother Dolby.
Yeah, nice.
Just getting a bit, I guess, sick of being angst, you know. I'm always angst, you know, but peace, love and unity, man.
Yeah, I feel it, though I am wondering like what books you've been reading at the moment. Considering tonight we're talking about money, I wonder if you've ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh, fuck off. Is this a joke, Jim?
Yeah, it is. It's like the Bible of the middle class. It's like ultimate financial self-help.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what else can we talk about to do with money? I know you've been going on a bit to me this week about needing some more money for the radio station. You got this crazy idea about building bigger and better with a big antenna and reaching out to a big audience. Come on, tell me the story again.
Well, at the moment we only reach the 4 main tower blocks around us in Dolby, but I wanted to spread out and get across the whole of Dolby City, so I thought like maybe get a big huge antenna so we can hit them all.
Yeah, for any of our listeners who don't live in Dolby City, it's a diverse place to live, but it's very segregated. So where we broadcast from, I guess it's a traditional working class area where most of the people work on transportation or the mines, and it would be quite nice to reach out to some of the more affluent suburbs where people actually have a bit of money and we can try and make some money ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, well said, man. Yeah. So what we got going on tonight, Dylan Dolby? Let's do it.
Well, I think the first thing we probably need to do is run an advert, pay the bills, and then we'll hit the streets. Where last week we went searching for finance. At Dolby City Finance, we take finance seriously. So seriously, we're introducing a new financial product, our 1 digit for 1% policy. Do you want to drop a digit in your interest rate? Just add a digit, got your pay. Do you want your rate to drop by 5? That's the hand you pay to stay alive. Hold your pen. My bliss to warm. Here's your paperwork. Just sign your name on the line. Hey, Brother Dolby, so why did you want to meet outside the Dolby City Bank? What are we doing here today?
building an antenna, Dylan. We're going to stretch out and get a bigger audience. That's how it works here.
So, like, are we like trying to expand the Dolby empire here?
Well, the bigger the antenna, the more ground we cover. We'll get more fans, get more listeners that way, Dylan.
Yeah, but like borrowing money from the banks in Dolby, they're all Freemasons, satanic worshipping, like crazy business people. Are you sure you want to commit to this?
I just think the only way to get out to the masses is getting a bigger aerial. I can't see any other way around it.
Right. Okay. So the plan's going to be, once we get in there, leave it to me. I know how to handle these pagan, Satan worshipping Freemasons. I know all the secrets. I've got it sorted out. I know what to do.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, thanks. Apparently, my fabulous Dolby brother over here has made an appointment to see the manager about some money thing.
That's right, yes. I've got an appointment to see the manager, thank you.
He will be ready to see you shortly. Take a seat.
Hey, how much money have you applied for here?
Well, just enough to get the aerial built, Dylan, but, you know.
The manager will see you now. Follow me.
Hi, gentlemen. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. Hey, Dolby, he's a Freemason, I can tell.
Yeah, we're looking to get a loan. We're looking to expand on our radio station. You might have heard of us, Radio Dolby 89.6 FM.
Yes. I have had a look over your application, and I am afraid we can't help you.
It's us. And what do you mean you can't help us? You surely have heard of us, Radio Dolby. We're the biggest things in Dolby City.
Well, for a start, no one listens to your radio show. It makes no money, and you have no financial plan for the future.
Oh, look, we don't have a plan, but our plan is to keep going because our listenership last week went as double figures for the first time. Our advertisers are getting slightly more classier each week. We're doing all right. If we can get a bigger antenna, we can get a bigger audience.
I am sorry, there is nothing I can do.
Diabolos invoco.
Excuse me?
Diabolos invoco.
I am a competent speaker of Latin, but we do not worship the devil here.
Well, who do you worship?
Well, if you are willing to pay with your soul to the Moehau Man, then we could perhaps come to an arrangement.
The Moehau Man?
It is your choice. I shall summon him now.
All personnel stand clear. All personnel stand clear. All personnel stand clear. All personnel stand clear. All clear. Proceed with caution.
What the hell is that?
Time for one of my favourite artists, Dylan. Quint Baker.
The Moehau. The Moehau. The Moehau.
Moehau Man, we come in peace. I wish to offer you the soul of my brother here, Drew Dolby, for fame and fortune.
So, Dylan, what do you know about the Moehau Man? And where did the legend begin? Is he from a Bigfoot clan? Or maybe just a tanned-hairy man?
Well, the Moehau Man, let me tell you this right now. It's not about poetry. It's about your soul. I thought a bigger audience was your goal.
My goal is to make her from here to Jamaica. I ain't got an escaper. Pineapple face Noriega.
Why is it when you panic, you say things like you're really manic? I really thought that we had a plan, but now we're faced with a Moehau Man.
Actually, it's not the Moehau Man, it's the Moehau Man.
Dude, this is your loan. This is your soul. This is your chance. This is your goal. You can do it.
Let's go.
The good citizens of Dolby City think they are safe. No one concedes they're in the hairy hands of a terrible fate. Weird cosmic disturbance of the oscillations of a neutron star cause the vast curtains of time to tear frightfully apart. In these nights you can hear the many eye-bulging screams lives of the unsuspecting victim seized by a monstrous murderous fiend. It has a rage uncomparable to anything before. With many of an unfortunate, it waits outside their door, and even those who are dragged from a slumbering sleep. Like the fangs of a wolf, humankind is nothing but sheep. Descriptions of this thing by witnessing from afar, uttered through sobs and horripilation, given at last. It appears, if you can tell, of a hominid cryptid of gigantuan size, a long-haired man-beast of primeval comprise. Those who have seen it crush with long, powerful arms. Throats gored and half-eaten bodies are cause for alarm. Those who have come face to face, dumpsters and trash, report fierce pink and wild eyes narrowly, avoiding being slashed by those long bony fingers like talons or claws, or flesh gnawed or limbs severed by teeth like saws. Citizens of Dolby City, do not panic. A large gorilla may have escaped from Dolby City Zoo, although this is unable to be corroborated. Wild animal catchers have been deployed. Due to the tragic loss of the entire squadron of Dolby City wild animal catchers, military personnel are set to engage. The Dolby City streets run with blood. The Dolby City streets run with blood. The Dolby City streets run with blood. City streets run with blood. It's a great hairy man. It's a great hairy man.
So, Brother Dolby, are you gonna sign on the dotted line and like make a commitment to the Dolby Brothers? Been great.
Yeah, man, of course.
Hear that bell?
Yep.
That's our destiny, brother.
Sweet as.
Are you sure? It's your soul you're talking about here. If you wanted like a big audience for us, have you considered using social media or something like that?
Yeah, I don't have social media, I don't.
Alright, okay. Stop! We're not signing this. Let's focus on social media next week.
Sounds like a plan, Dylan.
No fuss. Come see me, Freddy. Outside the bandit bars on a Friday, the neon bars on a Saturday. Cash can take you anywhere you wanted to. Cash can really set your heart free. Cash can really make you change your life today. Call me and I can find some cash for you. Just 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 for you.
Brother Dolby, I want you to answer me one question before we kick off with the panel this evening, and that is, through that whole thing, did you ever actually intend to sell your soul, or were you just playing a game?
Bro, I was just playing a game, but those screams in the background are freaking me out, Dylan, Dolby.
Yeah, I hope it's not the Moehau Man.
Kinda sounds like it, man. Rhyming, Dylan.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to yet another panel. I think we're on a bit of a roll. Let's not break tradition. Welcome, Dr. Johnson.
Good evening.
And of course, the ever-present Mandy Flowers.
Hi.
And our special guest tonight, Tatiana Petrov.
Hello.
Right, Dr. Johnson, psychology and money.
We're all different. Cultures, passions, fears and dreams. When we hear the word money, we all have unique thoughts and emotions.
Right.
You might be a spender or a saver. I know many people who live by a spreadsheet to control their spending.
Oh, good grief, yeah, I know those types as well.
Some people spend their money on status.
Yeah, look, as you know, I spent a couple of years working at a bank here in Dolby City, and my job, I was in charge of loans for people, and so over my time, I would have got to see perhaps possibly thousands of people's financial situations laid out on a single A4 page.
Yes?
Yeah, so like a lot of people had jobs like prison officers, truck drivers, heavy machinery operators, and they all earned really, really good money, like way more than me in my suit and tie sitting there behind the other side of the desk. Anyway, they all usually rented a house or lived in a real shitty part of Dolby, but they all drove like brand new cars. They all had the latest appliances, all brought in credit, personal loans and high purchases, and their net worth was usually like nothing or negative.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. So then there were the people, 3 or 4 years of university education, sort of nice job in an office somewhere in the city doing something semi-useful, but they all earned way less than the other group. But for one reason or another, they had a decent house, a reasonably sized mortgage, but they had like an older car and like none or very little additional debt.
Yes, well, that's because people can attach money or the appearance of money to their identity. Sometimes that happens because of how you were brought up. The people around you can have a huge influence.
I just use Dolby Dollars.
Right, so you use cryptocurrency.
Exclusively.
Yeah, but are Dolby Dollars stable though? They seem a bit dodgy to me.
The only thing certain is uncertainty. The thing with Dolby Dollars is, it's all blockchain technology, which means you're dependent on computers, which are dependent on power.
Okay.
So in Dolby, 90% of the energy that is produced by the nuclear power station goes towards running the factories.
Right.
9% goes towards domestic use.
And your point?
1% runs Dolby Dollar mining.
Right, and your point again?
Economics is about supply and demand. They both influence price, right?
Yeah.
So, there is certainty if you know how to play the game.
Go on.
Okay, this is how it works. The factories in Dolby run 2 shifts. Most people work at the day shift, and the night shift is run mostly by vampires and goths.
This is true.
So Dolby Dollar mining happens 24/7. But, you have to choose when you download your dollars to your Dolby debit card.
I'm not familiar with this, but carry on.
So basically, you only download Dolby Dollars in between shifts, to get the best price.
So, why is that?
Well, when the factories are running at full capacity, that is when there is the biggest demand in power.
Right, and?
That is when we get the power cuts, and the Dolby Dollar mining stops.
Well, I'm still not understanding you.
So the supply of dollars drops and the price goes up. That is when I download my dollars onto my card.
Right, so it sounds like you know exactly how to work the system here in Dolby. I'm going to leave that right here for a second. I want to talk to Tatiana Petrov. She's a local entrepreneur, businesswoman, and a Russian oligarch. Tatiana, how did you start making your money?
Breaking arms.
Okay, so when someone didn't pay you for your service, you broke their arms. Is that what you're saying?
Mostly, but sometimes I broke their arms even when they paid me.
Right, okay.
Just a friendly hello.
Okay, did you make many friends using that method?
Plenty.
So apart from breaking people's arms, as a successful businesswoman, how did you start your
empire?
Yeah, empire.
First, I buy the horses.
Right, so you bought some houses.
Then I buy the shops.
Right, so you bought a few shops.
Then I control the streets. Block by block.
Right, so you own like whole blocks of Dolby.
Precisely.
And people just let you like do that?
The police and city officials can be paid off.
What about the gangs though? That's your big problem.
Other gangs are weak. We give TRM a message. Very early on.
So you basically have control of all the gangs in Dolby City, is that what you're saying?
Mostly.
Mostly?
The Freemasons are hard to track down. They have been very secretive through centuries of existence.
I've always thought that Freemasons were just a bunch of harmless old men who needed somewhere to go.
Harmless they are not. I will tell you this. All Moehau Men know their handshake. And if they feel one, it is a bullet to their head. Straight Roy.
Can you show me this handshake?
Of course, it is like this.
Ooh, that's very intimate.
Yes. That is because it is the devil's handshake.
The devil's handshake. There's something about that I like, actually. All right, let's move on. Oh no, actually, we've got to wrap it up. Dr. Johnson, thank you.
Thank you. See you next week.
Mandy Flowers.
Till next time.
And our guest, Tatiana Petrov.
Cairo.
Actually, before we go, Tatiana, I was wondering if you could just show me that handshake one more time.
No.
What? The AI's fighting you, Dylan.
All right, it's Song of the Week time.
So, what we got tonight then, Dylan?
And this week, it's all about the Money Honey by the Dolby Brothers.
Oh yeah, I remember this one, Dylan. This is an oldie. Got my man Matty B on this one.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure having him come on board with our songs.
Yeah, it's not quite the same without Mr. Bodman, eh? Big shout outs on the cuts to me.
Hey, of course.
Well, it's always me.
It is.
The cuts.
Yep.
But shit.
Loving what you're doing, Brother Dolby.
Enough respect.
Actually, I'm just going to be quiet and kind of enjoy it, actually.
Don't blame me, Dylan. Nice one, man.
Song of the week.
It's all about the money, honey. It's all about the money, honey. It's all about what you gotta spend. It's all about the money, honey. It's all about what you intend. Spend it, choose it, or you gotta lose it. Invest it, all ingest it. Breathe it or leave it, you know you're gonna need it. In Dolby it's all about the hustle. Dolby dollars don't amount to much. You gotta work hard, you gotta play hard. And if you don't play the game, you're out. And if you're out, it's all about the minds. It's all about the money, honey. It's all about the money. You know all the money in Dolby's dirty, right? What? What do you mean? This has gotta be made clean. What you intend, I would intend. What you intend, I would intend. What it is that I would do is take all the dollars that I can get, invest, ingest, just breathe the money.
Thanks for joining us this evening. Join us next week where we talk about social media.